new home of the Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to Truist Park. Today, it's the second. Oscar Yinoa, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Stepping up is Johnny Parsons, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special. That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
2-1 the count. From the stretch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Parsons on at first. Nobody out. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he pops it up back behind second base. Albies backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Manny Machado is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Runner goes for second, grounded to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. On a line, that's a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he's safe.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Ro, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hit meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Eric Hosmer started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna giving chase. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now into the box, Austin Nola. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And a ball 1-0. 2 out with a man at first. Runners on the move for second. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits. No errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Padres lead it 3-0. Joe Musgrove will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Bravos are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Trevor Story steps in now as he puts it on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in will be Austin Riley. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the first pitch to him.
Outside, that's a ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
2 out, nobody on.
Yeah.
There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But not before they're able to at least get 1 back on the. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Now a reaching grab as he makes the play and loses his balance all at once. One more look at the circus catch in left field. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and up to bat next is Shea Langoliers.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Line to the right side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
Runner at second here with one man out. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Braves have drawn even now. It's 3-3.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
At the plate, Nico Goodrum. And it's fouled away. Still only one out in the inning. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Nico Goodrum goes down for the second out in the bottom half. First pitch coming. Here it is. Johan Camargo is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
0-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Braves able to tie things up on this home run. We've played 2. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Albies brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 out and nobody aboard. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Right side. Scooped up. And there are 2 away now. So here's Will Myers looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But
and we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Through 2.5. Now at the plate, here is Ronald Acuna. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. And misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So 1 down, no one aboard, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Albies with a 1-1 count now. Now he sends a high, deep drive toward the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a little tapper.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone. So 2 out, nobody on. And in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch on its way.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
And it's fouled away. Line shot to 3rd, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Hosmer sends it out to center field. Looking up, Acuna. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Eric Hosmer. Second home run early in the year as they take the lead 4-3.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
That'll bring up Austin Nola. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. Albies scoops it up. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Next, it'll be Trent Grisham. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Fly ball right down the line in left. In there, a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Into the box, Tyrone Taylor. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He collected a base hit his first time up. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he'll ground this one foul for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Count 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. The relay to second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. his way out to the mound now as the Atlanta skipper, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. So now to the plate, Johnny Parsons, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. And there's ball 2 now. 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out. And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the AB now. Drilled to the left side. And that is through into left field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. An absolute dime to the plate for the final out. Certainly worth another look. More from MLB Network. Saturday baseball after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in the outfielder, Austin Riley. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. This is popped up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and up to bat next is Shea Langoliers. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Oh, that grounder got him. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. And now the first pitch. Dansby Swanson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3 balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. The 3-1 pitch.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. One left for Atlanta. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And that'll bring in Manny Machado. Now the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound.
Well, you could see right from the get-go that he didn't bring his A game. Had a very difficult time getting through the lineup, and as a matter of fact, wasn't able to even get out of the fourth inning. So the bullpen's going to have to do a really big job of finishing out the rest of this game.
A pause and the 0-2. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are two away now.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Eric Hosmer is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. Over to first, and that retires the side. Padres down in order as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Nico Goodrum. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. A man at third with 1 away. And it's 1-2.
I got the count. 1 and 2.
Guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
And that one yanked just foul. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time.
I got the count. 2 and 2.
And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Goodrum stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Popped up. Hosmer in foul ground, 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Hit weekly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the plate, Austin Nola. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And the sixth inning opens with a flyout, one away. Next to stand in is Trent Grisham. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. One out, nobody on. Off the plate, one ball, one strike. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. So 1-2.
Ball, that's in.
And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Tyrone Taylor stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Bottom of the sixth inning now, and in to hit next the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch on the way. Way late on the fastball for strike one. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. On he pops it up. Hosmer trying to get there, and this is going to be a foul ball. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Grisham. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 4th home run here in the early going, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
The batter will be Shea Langoliers. Fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 delivery. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. That misses. 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. The next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. It was a walk in his last trip. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Braves draw a bit close. 7th inning ready to roll, and up next will be the shortstop Orlando Arcia. And now the first pitch. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch drilled on the ground is short. Swanson brings it in, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So now to the plate, Johnny Parsons. Chris Martin comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 55. Red.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Martin is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
2 outs now in the San Diego 7th, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Looking up Acuna, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 7-4. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Deaver, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Bounce towards the mound. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. But the Padres add. Matt Strahm will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. Kyle Schwarber will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hit softly down the line at first. And a good throw gets him one gone. Digging in, the switch hitter, Nico Goodrum. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. Braves are set down 1. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Will Myers. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now the first pitch. Eric Hosmer comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
No ball.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he fouls this one off.
Ball 1.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll
One
move
ball,
it to 1-2
2 strikes.
now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Tim Hill is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And now here is Ronald Acuna. Lifetime against this pitcher. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Oh, 1, here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Now the first pitch. Ozzie Albies comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. And there's out number 2. So next to hit is Trevor Story. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
0-1's the count.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Myers going back, still going back. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. 6th home run on the season for him, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these 2 lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well.
And the 3rd baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. But not before they answer back here with a solo home. At the plate now is Trent Grisham. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Stepping in next, Tyrone Taylor grounded out in his last at-bat. Swing and a liner. Acuna is there, 2 gone.
Up next for the Padres.
So now here is Orlando Arcia. He bounced out last time up. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across. Keone Kela comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And here comes the first baseman, Shea Langoliers. From the stretch.
That's a ball.
Now the 1-0.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2. Ball.
Missed with it again, and it's
3-0
now.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, I know, Matty. It's been a really nice run for him. And, hey, it's not over yet. You know he's as motivated as anybody to make something happen right here.
The 1-0 home. Langoliers gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fouled off.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. He's set, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Nelson Cruz will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Grisham is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So next to bat will be Johan Camargo, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt here, and the runners will stay put here on ball 1. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Tried to get some loft to that swing, but it's 1-1.
Now, this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up and looks the part.
Two-one pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Final strike for the Braves. Now a line drive here is caught. And if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the ball game is over. 7-5 how today's comes to an end. San Diego took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Joe Musgrove gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Oscar Yinawa struggled and get
now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets.
Inside the show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the San Diego Padres totaled 11 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-5. The New York Mets
Bye.